Hello students, I am Dr. Meenakshi Mahur, Assistant Professor, Zoology, Sri Samliaji Government College, Mandfia, Chittorgarh. Today my topic is crossing over. What is crossing over? It can be defined as a mechanism by which a group of genes on one chromosome sometimes changes its place with a similar group on the homologous chromosome. Crossing over is the exchange of genetic material between non-sister chromatids of homologous chromosomes during meiosis, and it results in new allelic combinations in the daughter cells. The non-sister chromatids in which exchange of segments take place are termed as a crossover or recombinants, while other chromatids which are not involved in exchange of segments are called non-crossover or parental type. The term crossing over was coined by T. H. Morgan in 1910. So, first of all, I would like to explain process first of meiosis. This is a diploid cell. It contains two copies of every chromosome, one derived from maternal gamete and other from parental gamete. So, these pairs of chromosome, each derived from one parent, are called homologous chromosomes. When diploid organisms undergo sexual reproduction, they produce haploid gametes through meiosis. During Pachytene stage of prophase first of meiosis, homologous chromosome align with each other and exchange genetic material so that some of the resultant chromosomes are recombinants, that is containing a mixture of genes derived from maternal as well as parental chromosomes, and other are like parental chromosomes, that is they are not non crossovers. See here, homologous chromosome, one from maternal, another from parental, and these are sister chromatids of one chromosome. Now, when there is a no crossing over, daughter cells are identical to their parent cell. See, these are chromosomes, homologous chromosome. Then during meiosis, they produce haploid gametes. So this and these are again two diploid cells. Now, when crossing over occurs, then it causes genetic variation, and the daughter cells are not identical to their parents. See, this is the interface, homologous chromosome, this, and the daughter nuclei. Here you can see daughter cells, this and this and this, they are not identical to their parent cell. So this is a whole process of crossing over. Here you can see homologous chromosome, the red one and the blue one, they are homologous chromosome, and these are non-sister chromatids held together during synapses. I will explain later what is synapses. Then in prophase 1, synapses and crossing over occur, and homologous chromosomes move apart slightly. So this is a chiasma formation because of crossing over. Then chiasmata and attachment between sister chromatids hold homologous together. They move to the metaphase 1 plate. Now breakdown of proteins holding sister chromatids arm together and allow homologous with recombinant chromatids to separate. So these are recombinant and these are daughter cells. It is with parental type of chromosome, it is recombinant, and it is a parental type of chromosome. So process of crossing over includes 4 steps, that is synapsis, duplication of chromosomes, crossing over, and terminalization. So here two homologous chromosome and synapsis is between two homologous chromosomes. So synapsis is the pairing of two homologous chromosomes and it occurs during meiosis. It allows matching up of homologous pairs prior to their segregation and possible chromosomal crossover between them. It takes place during prophase first of meiosis. And when homologous chromosomes come together, that is synapse, their ends are first attached to the nuclear envelope. And this end membrane complexes then migrate assisted by extranuclear cycloskeleton until matching ends have been paired. Thus, the intervening regions of chromosomes are brought together and may be connected by a protein RNA complex which is known as synaptoenamel complex. So, synaptoenamel complex is a protein structure and it forms between homologous chromosomes when during meiosis and is thought to mediate synapses and recombination during meiosis. Actually, it functions as a scaffold to allow interacting chromatids to complete their crossover activities. Then second step, that is duplication of crossing over. Chromosomes which are lying side by side forming a bivalent splits longitudinally to form two sister chromatids. Bivalent consists of four chromatids and the stage is called tetrad. These are sister chromatids. The red are sister, but the red and blue are non-sister chromatids. Now, once a tetrad has been formed, see, this is a tetrad. These are sister, but these are non-sister and they are homologous chromosome. It is a bivalent and it is a tetrad structure. So once a tetrad has been formed, the process of crossing over and the resulting recombination can go ahead. See, where a little of the genetic material from the parental DNA sequence is swapped over to increase gene variation. And at this point, the chromatid sisters, that is the two chromatid strands that make up of single chromosome C, begin to separate each other, although the chromosome remain attached as a pair. What is chiasma? Chiasma is the connecting point between two non-sister chromatids. See, this is chiasma. And it is the connecting point between the two non-sister chromatids and it allows for the exchange of alleles. Chiasmata can only form if the sister chromatids are separated from each other. Here, if these are separated, only then the chiasma formation takes place and it takes place between two non-sister chromatids. So now the fourth stage is terminalization. It is the movement of chiasma away from the centromere and towards the end of tetrad. The total number of chiasmata terminalized at any given stage or time is known as coefficient of terminalization. Generally, chiasma terminalization occurs between diplotin and metaphase first stage. So crossing over. In leptotin, when prophase begins, chromosomes start to condense. Then in zygotin stage, synapsis begins. That is a synaptoenamel complex forms. Then in crossing over, DNA exchange between non-sister chromatids and it occurs in pectitin. Then in diplotin, synapsis ends and chiasma visible within bivalent. In dikinesis, nuclear membrane disintegrates and it shows prophase ends. Now, types of crossing over. Actually, depending upon the number of chiasmata involved, crossing over may be of three types: single crossing over, double crossing over, and multiple crossing over. When there is only single chiasma between non-sister chromatids of homologous chromosome, then it is known as single crossing over, and it involves only 2 chromatids out of 4. Then double crossing over, when 2 chiasmata between non-sister chromatids of homologous chromosomes are formed, then it is double crossing over. It may involve either 2 strands or 3 or all the other 4 strands. And the ratio of recombinants and parental types under these 3 situations are observed as a 2:2:3:1 and 4:0. Now, multiple crossing over. When 2 crossovers between non-sister chromatids of homologous chromosomes are present, then it is referred to as a multiple crossing over. And frequency of such type of crossing over is very, very low. Now, theories of crossing over. There are 2 theories, copy choice theory and breakage and reunion theory. So, first of all, I would like to explain copy choice theory. It was given by Balling. This theory says that when crossing overs during the synthesis of new chromatids, the parent chromatid acts as a template upon which new chromatids are synthesized, and the new chromatid is first formed along the parental chromatid and then switches to the maternal one. Thereafter copies the latter. The complementary replica of the maternal chromatid also switches onto the parental strand when it reaches the same point. The new chromatid thereby carry information from both chromatid. But according to theory breakage and reunion, it doesn't occur while it has been observed cytologically. And there is one more objection, that generally crossing over takes place after DNA replication, but here you can see it is taking place at the same time. So it is a copy choice theory. Now, breakage and reunion theory. It was proposed by Muller, and some says that it is proposed by Darlington. It is in this, the adjacent non-sister chromatids mutually exchange their segments by breakage and reunion of chromatid segments. Some scientists have described that the breakage is brought about by nuclear enzyme, that is endonuclease, and the fusion of broken segments take place due to the action of enzyme ligase. So here you can see crossing over takes place due to the breakage and reunion of non-sister chromatids. The 2 segments of parental chromosomes which are present in recombinants arise from physical breaks in the parental chromosome with subsequent exchange of broken segments. So here break and reunion. The breakage results because of mechanical strain, which results from the separation of paired homologous chromosomes and chromatids in each chromosome, and it occurs during Peykatin stage. The broken end of a non-sister chromatids unite and produce chiasmata, and which results in crossing over. Now, what are the factors which affect crossing over? First is a distance. The distance between genes affect the frequency of crossing over. When the distance is greater between genes, then chances of crossing over is absolutely high. If the distance between genes is less, then the chances of crossing over decreases. Then second is age. Crossing over decreases with advancement in the age in the female Drosophila. So when the animal grows, then crossing over decreases. Temperature. The rate of crossing over in Drosophila increases above and below the temperature of 28 degrees Celsius. Then sex. The rate of crossing over also differs according to sex, as there is a lack of crossing over in Drosophila male and female silk moth. And nutrition also affects crossover. Presence of metallic ions like magnesium and calcium in the food, it may cause reduction in recombination in Drosophila. But removal of such chemicals from the diet can increase the rate of crossing over. Then chemicals. When the animals is treated with the mutagenic chemicals like alkylating agents, it is found that frequency of crossover in Drosophila female increased. And irradiation. Irradiation with X-rays and gamma rays is found to enhance the frequency of crossing over in Drosophila females. Then structural changes. It especially inversion and translocation reduces the frequency of crossing over in the chromosome where such changes are involved. Then mutation also reduces crossing over. Centromere effect. Generally, genes that are located adjacent to the centromere show reduced frequency of crossing over. Now, significance of crossing over. It creates variability. It produces new recombinations of traits. So it helps to produce individuals of new combination of traits, and the new combination may prove helpful in changed environment. It plays very important role in the field of breeding to improve the varieties of plants and animals. It provides origin of new characters and genetic variations. So new species also involved through new varieties. Now look, it also helps in locating genes on the chromosomes, and it help the frequency of crossover also help in the mapping of chromosomes. So it helps in preparing linkage maps. So it's all about crossing over. So first we discussed what is crossing over, then what is difference between no crossover and crossing over, then what is the basic mechanism of crossing over, then stages of crossing over, that is synapsis, duplication of chromosome, crossing over and terminalization. Then I explained each and every step in very detail. Then what are the stages of meiosis, and in which stage what step of crossing over or what process of crossing over takes place. Then what are the types of crossing over, then what are the theories of crossing over, that is copy choice theory and breakage and reunion theory. Then what are the factors which affect crossing over, and at the last I explained what are the significance of crossing over. And crossing over helps also results in new variations, which through evolution produces new species. Thank you.